What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Kev. We back on the channel today with another video. In today's video, I just want to come on here and talk about why most people that or like the average person, just going through life through the motions of a regular 9 to 5, most of them will never be able to get financially ahead in their life. And I'm here to explain to you why. Okay. One of the number one reasons why a lot of people will stay behind and never get their finances in check is because they blind spend. What do I mean by blind spend? So what a lot of people do is they don't have like a set budget and they don't track every dollar in their bank account. You need to be tracking where every dollar is going, because what a lot of people don't understand is when you get paid, you pretty much just pay all your bills and then you spend whatever's left. That will keep you living paycheck to paycheck. You'll never be able to get ahead financially doing this because you don't know where all your money's going. See, when I had saved my first $10,000, I had to come up with a system and a plan for myself. I had to break down where every dollar was going and where every dollar wasn't going. That's what helped me stay down and stay focused on getting my first $10,000. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they don't want to take out the time. It's too stressful to try and get ahead financially, so you don't have to keep working and keep going in paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people don't want to work a 9 to 5 until they're 65, but they're not taking the correct steps to make sure that they're doing well on where their money is going versus where their money is not going. So that's just one thing. The next thing is like having that mindset of you only live once. You know what I'm saying? When you have this mindset, I mean, it is true, you only get one life. But when you think like this, understand what's happening. When you're getting ready to buy something, you say, you only live once, so I'm gonna buy it, I'll make it back. But in order for you to make it back, once you purchase that item, you still have to go back to work to clock in. You have to exchange your time for money. You know what I'm saying? So doing this over and over and over again, this adds up over time. It may not seem like it in the moment because you're getting that quick hit of dopamine. A lot of people don't realize this. By the time you do this 10, 20, 30 times in a month, you look at your bank statement and you're like, dang, I am really living for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Which nothing is wrong with living for the moment, but you got to understand where your money is going. This is very, very crucial. Having that mindset, I'll make it back. Yeah, you'll make it back, but you're going to have to keep clocking in to make it back. That's the whole point. This is how they get you, especially with consumerism. They want you to consume so they can consume you. They want your time. You give them your time, they give you the money. They don't have any problem paying you as long as you're giving them your time. But that's the whole thing. They want you to keep buying. They want you to keep drowning in debt. They want you to keep doing this so you stay stuck and you can never break out. I'm telling you, once you sit down and break it down, once you know what I'm saying? Once you start buying into what they want you to do, they have you hooked. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep telling everybody, you got to really sit down and lock in with this. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. But if it was easy, everybody would do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to tell yourself. The next thing, going out and wasting time, partying, drinking. If you want to do that, cool. But I'm telling you right now, there's no money to be made there. A lot of people will spend 15, 20 years, sometimes 10 years, probably longer than that, partying their life away. When you do this, you have to understand you cannot get ahead financially doing this because you're not focused. When you're taking substances into your body, it's alternating your brain chemistry. You're not you when you do those things. You're somebody else, if you understand what I mean. When you're doing this, you get lazy. You know what I'm saying? You get hungover. You have no drive, no motivation to do anything to like make your financial situation better in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell people, do not drink, smoke, party until you are where you want to be. That way you ain't got to worry about this, because doing this, you're always going to have to play catch up with the next person. Not saying it's a race or anything like that, but you got to understand, you don't want to waste your 20s, 30s partying, then have to catch up in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. You know what I'm saying? The next thing, being around people that are broke. Like, I hate to say it, like, but like when you're around like people that don't really, that doesn't have like their finances in check, even though you may have a strong mindset, they're gonna encourage you to do the things that they're doing. Now, you on a conscious level may not engage in what they're doing or partake in what they're doing, but I'm telling you right now, subconsciously, you're gonna think it's okay to do what they're doing. Because if you're around them long enough, you start acting like them, you start following what they do, stuff like that. Like, for example, if you don't drink and you're around somebody that drinks every day, you're probably gonna get encouraged to drink. If you smoke and if you're around somebody that smokes and you don't smoke, you are gonna be encouraged to smoke. It's just the nature of it. Like, even if you don't want to, there's gonna be a little thought in your head, okay, maybe I should try that. So when you hang around people that don't have no goals, no ambition to do anything, and are broke all the time, living paycheck to paycheck, subconsciously, you're gonna think it's okay to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're with them every day. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. The next thing, spending money on items you don't really need. What do I mean by this? So let's just say you go out and shop, right? You see a hoodie, $60, $70, but you got 8 other hoodies. Why do you need the money to spend on a hoodie when you have 8 other hoodies? Make it make sense. It's just all consumerism. These things will keep you behind financially. And what y'all gotta understand is materialistic things, it will never be enough, because once you get one hoodie, it's gonna get old after a while. Then you're gonna want the next hoodie. That's why I always tell people, please be super content on what you have. Just try not to focus on what you don't have, because it'll never be enough. You're gonna always be on a hamster wheel, chasing the next materialistic thing. That's why I always tell people, don't focus on materialistic things, because they're always going to come out with something new for you to buy. This is how they keep you trapped. You buy it again. You got to go clock back in, exchange your time for money, and the cycle never continues. And you can never save no money, because you're always giving it to the people that want you to consume. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Another thing is not having a budget. Every time I get paid, I write down everything I have to pay for the month, any type of money I owe, anything like that. I always, no matter what, all that gets paid first before I even think about buying myself anything. And I'm talking about anything. It doesn't matter if it's like something I really need, something that I want. It doesn't matter, okay? The next thing is, when you get your paycheck, you need to understand that you need to look at your bank statement and you need to find out where all the leaks are. See, a lot of people think that their money is coming out of their bank account because it's the big purchase. A lot of the times it's not really the big purchases, because more than likely when you're buying like the big purchases, you're probably going to buy them once and then it's going to be done. What it is the small leaks. So let's just say you go to the gas station every day to get whatever you get, a pack of cigarettes, snacks, whatever it is. These tiny little leaks, it's like, just think about it like this. Think about you fill a pool up with water, right? But you poke like small holes in it. It's gonna take a long time for the pool to drain, but it's slowly gonna drain your bank account. It may not feel like it in the moment, but them $3, $4, $5, $6 over time, these things add up. And like, it's real. Like, let me give you an example. So when I started tracking my stuff, right, I was a big coffee drinker at one point. I think I bought coffee every day for 30 days. I added it up. It came out to $208. That is a lot of money every single month. Think about that. So when you get your paycheck, just make sure you're tracking where all these little leaks are coming from, and you need to patch them up. When you patch them up, you're going to be able to save more money. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. I always tell people, man, your finances are almost important as your health. Your health comes first, your finances need to be second. Being broke is almost, well, it's not even almost, it is. Being broke is just as worse as being unhealthy and not being healthy. Like I'm telling you right now, like if you're broke, it's just as worse as just not being healthy. I'm telling you right now. And science can back this up. When you ain't got no money, you're stressed, things of this nature. And it's just chaos, man. I remember when I didn't have $10,000, I felt like I was in survival mode, man. Like every time I'm going to work, like I'm thinking in my head, what if this goes wrong? I don't have any money to fix anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have the funds, but I really had to lock in, man. And once I locked in, I'm telling you, man, my whole mindset changed. Now, if my bank account goes under 10K, I feel like I'm in survival mode now because like 10,000 feels like 100 to me now. And I'm not saying that to stunt or be like cocky or anything, but like it's not your fault, but it's just the way the brain works. Like my next goal, now I'm trying to get 20 bands, you know what I'm saying? And I'm investing my money more, you know what I'm saying? So these reasons are why most people will stay behind, but I'm trying to educate y'all on why you should just lock in. And if you can get these things down to par, you know, not spending on living below your means, not spending money on things you don't need, you know what I'm saying? Making sure everything's paid at the end of the month. You will get there, man. I'm telling you, you have to just tell yourself it's possible. A lot of people don't think it's possible. It is possible. You just gotta put your head down, man, and lock in, man. You know what I'm saying? So these are a couple of things. Um, but that's gonna wrap it up for today, y'all. I just want to come on here and make this video today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Until next time, peace.